Hey everyone, today's video is going to be my hijab story. I decided to do this video after watching a couple other YouTubers do it and I was inspired to do it myself. I think that it would be a great reminder for those who do wear the hijab as to just why we wear it, or just to, just to see other girls wearing it and to remind yourself why you wear it, or to renew that love for the hijab. Sometimes because we do wear it every single day, we may forget why we wear the hijab, or we may forget those important moments when we first started wearing it, or the decisions we made leading up to wearing it or making that decision to wear it. So I hope that this video will be, a reminder for those who do wear it. And for those who don't, hopefully this will inspire you to maybe consider considering the fact that it really, the hijab isn't really that big of a deal. It's not that life-changing. It doesn't, completely change who you are, or you become this crazy religious person the moment you wear it. It's a very, very, very basic thing. If anything, it enhances your personality. If you wear it right and for the right reasons, it will, develop your character into a better person. And of course, not every Muslim girl who wears the hijab is an amazing person. We all make mistakes, and that's why, when society sees a Muslim woman wearing the hijab, they perceive her as being this religious person, or that she's someone who doesn't make any mistakes. That's not necessarily the truth. You can't judge anybody by their appearance. Just because she's wearing a hijab doesn't mean that she is, religious and infallible. In fact, you will find those girls who do wear the scarf and they aren't necessarily the best of the best. So, that goes to show that just because you wear the hijab doesn't mean that you completely change, right? It's really just a step forward, and it's a step towards being a better person, hopefully, if you do wear it for the right reasons. So for those of you out there who don't wear it, don't sweat it, girlfriends. It's not that big of a deal, I promise you. But anyways, before I get started into my story, I thought it would be, a good idea to kind of mention why we wear the scarf, and why I wear the scarf, and hopefully that's in line with some of your views. Just a disclaimer, I don't represent any sort of general view of what the scarf is or why women wear it. Of course, there are many different interpretations of why women wear the hijab, or different ways of wearing the hijab. I don't represent at all the majority. I represent myself, and I represent anybody who speaks the same language I do, in terms, of course, not literally, but metaphorically, understands me or sees themselves in me. Sure, if you want me to represent your views, or if you feel like your views are in line with mine, then that's great. But I don't at all claim that I represent the majority of Muslim women. There are many different views of the hijab, and I just wanted to put that out there just so that you guys know. Alright, so this video, as I said, is going to be my hijab story, and a little blurb in the beginning about why Muslim women wear the hijab, what the hijab is, and what it means to me. And if you're interested and would like to see what I have to say, please keep watching. Before I get started with my hijab story, I think that it would be important to highlight some of my personal understandings of what the hijab is, which again is not representative of the majority. I'm not claiming that I know it all. I'm just saying or relaying to you what I believe. Okay, so the hijab literally means a barrier, or like a covering of some sort. And so it definitely does not mean and only means the covering that the Muslim woman puts on her head. That's not what the hijab is. The hijab is much more than that. And that's really what it means to me. The hijab for me is, firstly, a reminder of who I am, a reminder of what my responsibilities are in this world, and it reminds me as well of what kind of person I have to be and should be, right? So as a Muslim woman, I have certain responsibilities. I have certain expectations of myself. As a hijabi Muslim woman, I believe that there are certain things that wearing the hijab reminds me of. The hijab reminds me that I should think twice before I do something. If there's something that I'm not sure about, that maybe I should wait until I'm sure about it before doing it. Because wearing the hijab, you are representing 1.8 billion Muslims out there, right? You are representing a large group of people. So whenever I wear the hijab, it acts as a reminder for me. It acts as a disciplining sort of agent or tool, right? Whenever I'm walking in the street and I'm about to do something, or if something angers me and I'm about to react, I always remember that I'm wearing a hijab. And that reminds me that I'm a Muslim. And so that to me is probably one of the most important aspects of the hijab, is that it is a reminder of your character, of your responsibilities, and of your role in this community and in the world, frankly, as a Muslim woman. So that's that with regards to my view of the hijab. The hijab, as well as not just the covering of the head, the hijab, you know, I guess legally in Islam and historically speaking, again, this is just my view, is the covering of the entire body minus the hands, the face, and the feet. And of course there are many views on that, but that is mine. So that is the little bit I have about the hijab. Now I'll move into my hijab story, which is, I mean, it's not that dramatic or not that big of a deal, but I think it's still something I'm very proud of, and I hope you guys will enjoy it. So my entire childhood I had gone to Islamic school, and by the age of 11 I had not yet hit puberty, but I remember being the type of child who was always ahead of my age. So I would like to, at that age I remember, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate to what I'm about to say, but you know, you're in that age where you're in a limbo between two stages in life. You're not a teenager anymore, but you're not an adult yet. You know what I mean? So you're kind of like, I don't want to sit down and play, you know, dolls with these girls. I want to kind of talk about mature things. I want to sit down and have conversation. But anyways, I was always so mature for my age, and I remember that prior to hitting puberty, I kind of wanted to wear the hijab. And because I had gone to Islamic school for a very long time, up to 11 years old, I don't know what grade I was in at that time, but I had always been surrounded by women and girls my age who would wear the scarf because it was part of the uniform at Islamic school. You had to wear the scarf. So, I mean, it was everything I knew. It was everything I had, you know, grown up with. I've seen my mom wear it, my grandma wear it, my aunt, and so it was basically everything I ever knew or understood. And so I remember one time I came back from school and I went up to my mom and I was like, Mama, I want to wear the scarf. And she was kind of taken back because she wanted me to make sure that I was making the right decision. You know, part of what made me so mature for my age is that my mom would always take my opinion seriously. And so we would have conversations, you know, we would talk about everything, alhamdulillah. And so when I came to her with that, she knew it was something I had thought about for a very long time. And she was proud, but at the same time she wanted to be a little bit more careful than I was, I guess. She wanted me to make sure that I was making the right decision and that I knew completely why I was wearing it and that I was going to wear it for the right reasons. And so she told me, she's like, why don't you think about this for a bit, you know, wait until you get your period and then maybe you can start wearing it after that. And I told her, I'm like, no, I want to wear it now. I love the meaning of it. I love how it makes me feel. And I remember saying this part, and this is what made her believe that I had really thought this through. I told her, Mom, this is my hair, this is my head, and I want to make the decision to wear it. And she was completely thrilled with my decision. She was very proud of me. I remember she threw me a hijab party and it was the party of my life. All her friends were there, all their kids were there. We just had a blast, you know. Everyone celebrated. I got a lot of gifts. And it was just a very proud moment for me that firstly I was, you know, I was a new hijabi. I remember the first time I had wore the scarf. It was like the first week and I went out to take the garbage out and I had forgotten to wear the scarf. So I remember being so devastated. I dropped them and I ran back inside and I was like in tears, and I put my scarf back on and I went out and completed my chore. But it's fascinating, subhanAllah, how something overnight you become so committed to and it becomes your entire life. Like without it you are devastated. Just overnight. Like it's unbelievable how beautiful that is for especially someone that age, I think. And I mean for anybody really, like you know, you decide to wear the scarf, the next morning, that's it, you're committed to it. And I mean, although I did mention that it's not that big of a deal, for somebody at the age of 11 who is still a child, to wear it and to feel that committed to it, I think is pretty awesome. So I'm kind of proud of that. But anyway, so that's my little story. It's nothing too dramatic. Kudos to all those girls, and I have to say this, who decide to wear it at a much later age, who decide to wear it at my age, at 23 years old. Kudos to those girls who live in countries that aren't supportive of wearing the hijab, who, you know, penalize you for going to school with it and still decide to wear it. Good for you. You are the true MVP. Because I had it really nice. I mean, I grew up in Islamic school, I saw hijab everywhere, you know, I live in Canada. You know, we could have voted for a prime minister just in the past federal election who would have banned Muslim women from those who wear the face covering to swear an oath and to get their Canadian citizenship. I mean, what would that have led to? It would have led to Muslim women who wear the scarf to not be able to get jobs. There were many attacks on Muslim women during that time that he was campaigning. And so I'm very thankful for Justin Trudeau because he is an amazing person. He respects diversity, he respects Canadian values. And so I am very thankful for that. I'm very thankful to be living in this country. And so for those girls who live elsewhere, I mean, my respect and my heart goes out to you for deciding to wear it in a community that doesn't accept it or doesn't view it as normal or looks down upon it. You know, I mean, I'm definitely, that's why I mentioned it in the beginning, it's not an interesting story, it's just something I'm personally proud of. But I mean, in the general context of things, other girls have it very hard. And so be thankful. If you are a hijabi, like I said in the beginning, this is a reminder video. If you are a hijabi, remember why you wear it. Remember the story that led up to you wearing it. Contemplate why you wear it every single day, and you know, when that first moment you decided and how beautiful that was. Count down the years, celebrate it. Every year you wear it, celebrate. This is the 5th year I've worn the hijab. This is the 6th year I've worn the hijab. Throw a little party, for heaven's sake, who cares? Be proud of it. It's an amazing thing and it's a great accomplishment. So I love you all. All those girls who are wearing it, who live in societies that aren't accepting to it and still wear it, I love you guys. You guys are amazing and you're my heroes. Or heroines. Alright guys, so anyways, that is my little hijab story. I hope you enjoyed it. For those girls who are thinking about wearing it, don't sweat it. It's not that big of a deal. You're not going to completely change your life when you wear it. In fact, what it does, and as I mentioned in the video, it just makes you a better person. It reminds you every day, whenever you're about to do something, would a Muslim girl do this? Would a Muslim really do this? God is watching me. I'm wearing this hijab because I'm a Muslim woman. Everyone that sees you knows you're a Muslim. It's amazing. It's a great feeling, and you know, why not be part of that community? You know, the hijabi community. It's beautiful, and I'm not trying to say that the hijabi community is like elevated and is the best of the best. No, we have our flaws. I mean, not every Muslim girl out there who wears a scarf is a great girl, but you know what? She took a step forward. You know, wear it for the right reasons. Don't wear it because it's a fashion symbol now, or if you feel like, you know, you're gonna get a husband, or that wear it for the right reasons. But when you do wear it, you're gonna feel amazing. You're gonna feel great, and don't sweat it. It's not that big of a deal. That's just my personal take on it. But anyways, for those girls who do wear it, I hope this was a great reminder, and I hope you will take my advice seriously. You know, remind yourselves why you wore it. Talk about the story with somebody else who wears a hijab and share the story with each other. It's a beautiful thing and should be celebrated. Anyways, so that's my little video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please stay tuned for more videos. I know in my first video of the year I said that I would be more consistent, so I think I'm doing a pretty good job. If you have any suggestions for what else I should film, please leave a comment in the comment box below. I will look at those and definitely try to do those videos. My next video, inshallah, will be a video with my husband. We're going to do either the my husband does my makeup video or something else, another challenge, not sure what, but that is definitely going to be the next video, so stay tuned for that. If you like this video, please put a thumbs up, subscribe, and share the video, and until next time guys, take care. Or as Hanan to Haley would say, dress fab and style your hijab.